You want to have more peace in the holidays. You don't want to overeat. You don't want to overspend. You don't want to overscroll, and you don't want to always be exhausted. Okay, I got you. So this video is all about creating boundaries, family, friends, and your time. It's very challenging to say no to people, to say no to things. There are so many amazing experiences out there, like wrapping presents at the mall or serving at a soup kitchen. We only have so much time in the day, and we have to make sure that we are prioritizing our mental and physical health. Because, like we know, if the battery is drained and exhausted, the car does not run well. And we have to do the same thing for ourselves. Now, I'm going to share an example of a family boundary that has caused some conflict. How do we navigate these things, and how navigating them is going to help us maintain that healthy balance in our life? When we talk about creating family boundaries, I really like the idea of a fence. Okay. I live on almost 2 acres, and our whole property is not fenced off, but there's little markers that show where our line is and where our neighbors is. When you have those boundaries, you can know, okay, these are my weeds, those are their weeds, and you can respect each other's property. And it's the same thing with a boundary. During the holidays, we can make decisions about what kind of boundaries we want to have. Now, I do not drink alcohol. It is a religious decision that I've made. So if we invite people over for dinner to our house and they bring some wine, I would make the boundary of, oh, thank you, but we actually don't have alcohol in our home. And they can be alarmed by that. They can be upset, but I can just have the very clear boundary. I don't want to have any alcohol in my home. I'm definitely not going to serve alcohol in my home. My kids know, our friends know that if they come to our home, we just won't serve alcohol. Now, let's say a family member wants to come on a vacation during the holidays with you, and you don't want them to come. It is unfair to you, to that family member, and to everyone involved if you say yes when you really mean no, because then you're going to have resentment, frustration, and conflict. So if you say, no, you can't come, there still might be some difficulty. There still could be some hard feelings, but at least you are going in the direction that's going to work for you. Because when you're dealing with family and friends, we can't make everyone happy. In fact, the only person that can impact your emotions is you. If I said, oh, I really like your purple hair, and you don't have purple hair, you could be like, what is she talking about? I don't have purple hair. But if there's a piece of you that believes like, do I have purple hair? Then you would start questioning that. Recently, I had a conversation with someone who was saying that they felt like they didn't want to speak because they felt they could be judged. The interesting thing about judgment is if you don't believe that, the only way you can be judged is if you feel like you are. Because if I said to you, you're beautiful and you're wonderful, I could say that until I'm blue in the face. But if there's a part of you that doesn't believe that to be true, then it won't make any difference, right? So when we talk about boundaries, I want you to think about, what is it about me not having alcohol in my home? Why would that work? Why would I be willing to risk a relationship or potentially make someone feel uncomfortable if I said, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to accept your gift, or it's wasted on me, take it back, like it's okay. Why is it worth me having that difficult conversation? Because it's something I value. It's something that's important to me. And it's also very neutral. I respect myself, I respect them, and it's something that I hold dear for me. Same thing with if I went to the store and they didn't do the change properly and they gave me $2 more than what it was. My value to me would be, oh, here's your $2. You gave me too much money. That's the person I want to be in my life. One of the biggest challenges with honoring the boundary is that you're going to get pushback. Just like if someone came onto your property and started having a barbecue, you're like, excuse me, this is my property. You can't just come in and set up your barbecue and start barbecuing, that's not going to work. And if they fight that boundary, then you could say, well, I'll just call the police. So if a person brought the alcohol to my home and just said, well, forget you, I was going to open it and just drink it and I don't care, I would say, I'm sorry, but that's actually not allowed in my home. I could either ask them to be removed. And if they didn't, then of course I could call the police if I needed to. This is the gist of the boundary. It's going to be uncomfortable either way. So why not honor yourself and work through that? I am going to be talking about difficult conversations coming up, and I'm going to give you some strategies on how to approach those difficult conversations so they don't feel so overwhelming and disappointing. If you want help getting unstuck, take advantage of my offer to have a consult, and I can solve any problem using this tool or another tool that might be more effective in my life coaching toolbox. Can't wait to see you. Bye.